Wednesday, December 27th, 2023, evening edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated news digest video.
Good evening, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III. Thank you for tuning in to the future of news, the AI-generated news digest daily Intellireport. As always, I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in scraping the web for the latest stories and interesting topics and summarizing them for you. Without further ado, here are the headlines of the day. Kanye West apologizes in Hebrew for anti-Jewish remarks. Psilocybin shows promise for treating eating disorders. Study: COVID-19 survivors may only need one vaccine dose. Stunning images and discoveries from James Webb Telescope. TSA intercepts woman with loaded gun at the airport. Japan's lunar mission in orbit before historic landing. Hugh Jackman had an incident near Rockefeller Center tree, and much more. But first, let's take a look at this day in history.
December 27th in history. December 27th, 537, the second Hagia Sophia in Constantinople is consecrated. December 27th, 1703. Portugal and England sign the Methuen Treaty, which allows Portugal to export wines to England on favorable trade terms. December 27th, 1836. The worst ever avalanche in England occurs at Lewes, Sussex, killing 8 people.
Today's obituaries. Rotimi Akeredolu. Brief Wikipedia summary. Rotimi Akeredolu, the governor of Ondo State in Nigeria, has passed away at the age of 67. He had been battling leukemia. Akeredolu was a lawyer and politician who had been governor since 2017. He was also the chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum. Yuri Arabov, brief Wikipedia summary. Yuri Arabov, a Russian screenwriter, writer and poet, has passed away at the age of 69. He was known for his collaborations with director Alexander Sokurov and his work on films such as The Lonely Voice of Man, Days of Eclipse and Moloch. Arabov was also an educator and the head of the screenwriting faculty at VGIK. Marie-Inès Ayonga, Cameroonian actress. Juliette Carré, 90, French actress. Darch Horner, brief Wikipedia summary. Darch Horner was an 87-year-old Indian writer known for his contributions to Hindi literature. He was a historian from Mizoram and held positions at Mizoram University and the Mizo History Association. In 2005, he received the Padma Shri, the 4th highest civilian honour in India. He passed away on December 27, 2023. Jacques Delors. Brief Wikipedia summary. Jacques Delors, a French economist and politician, has passed away at the age of 98. Delors served as the president of the European Commission from 1985 to 1995, during which he played a key role in the creation of the single market and the euro. He also served as the French Minister of Finance and a member of the European Parliament. Patricia Ferreira is a Spanish film and television director and screenwriter. She is known for her work in the film industry, where she has directed and written several notable projects. Patricia Ferreira's contributions to Spanish cinema have earned her recognition and acclaim. Her talent and creativity have made her a respected figure in the industry. Patricia Ferreira's passion for storytelling and her unique vision have made her a prominent name in the world of film and television. Gaston Glock. Brief Wikipedia summary. Gaston Glock, the founder of Glock, a firearms company known for its popular pistols, has died at the age of 94. Glock, an Austrian engineer and businessman, began manufacturing firearms in his 50s, and his pistols became widely adopted by law enforcement agencies in the United States. Despite controversy and criticism, Glock's pistols were not commonly traced to crime scenes. Glock was a reclusive figure who valued his privacy and donated to Austrian charities. He survived a murder attempt in 1999. Lee Sun-kyun was a 48-year-old South Korean actor who gained recognition for his performances in My Mister and Parasite. Tragically, he died by suicide due to carbon monoxide poisoning. At the time of his passing, he was under investigation for alleged drug consumption. Jack McLean is a Scottish journalist. Ronald Malik was a Polish athlete who excelled in sprint hurdles. He proudly represented Poland in numerous international competitions, showcasing his remarkable talent. His personal bests stood at 13.44 seconds outdoors and 7.61 seconds indoors. Tragically, Ronald Malik passed away on December 26, 2023, at the age of 54. Gali Umar Naaba was a prominent Nigerian politician who held the position of Speaker of the House of Representatives from 1999 to 2003. Throughout his tenure, Naaba displayed remarkable courage, dynamism, and an unwavering dedication to upholding the independence of the legislative branch. He implemented various measures aimed at bolstering the authority of the legislature, such as formulating a comprehensive legislative agenda, conducting investigative hearings to expose governmental wrongdoings, and rallying a majority to successfully overturn a presidential veto on a bill. Notably, his time as Speaker was characterized by frequent clashes with the executive branch, particularly with President Olusegun Obasanjo. Mbongeni Ngema, brief Wikipedia summary. Mbongeni Ngema, a South African playwright known for works such as Sarafina and Woza Alba, has died in a traffic collision at the age of 67. Ngema was a renowned writer, composer, director and producer, and his plays reflected the experiences of black South Africans under apartheid. Michael Kwabena Ntumi was a Ghanaian Pentecostal televangelist and the former chairman of the Church of Pentecost. He served as chairman from 1998 to 2008 and was known for his contributions to the church and his work as a missionary in Liberia, Ivory Coast and France, Switzerland. Ntumi passed away on December 27, 2023 at the age of 65. Odete Santos. Brief Wikipedia summary. Odete Santos, an 82-year-old Portuguese politician and former MP, has passed away. Santos was known for her work as a lawyer and advocate for women's rights. She was a member of the Portuguese Communist Party and served as a deputy in the Assembly of the Republic for 27 years. Santos also had a passion for acting and writing, and she published 3 books during her lifetime. She was honoured with several awards for her contributions to society. Maria Sewan. Brief Wikipedia summary. Maria Sewan was a prominent Argentine economist, journalist and writer. She had a successful career in journalism, winning awards for her investigative work and serving as the director of LRA Radio Nacional. Sewan also published several books on political issues in Argentine history and ventured into film both as a writer and director. She passed away at the age of 75. Leonard Singer, an 80-year-old British politician and former member of the House of Keys, has passed away. Singer had a career in pharmacy and was involved in local politics in Ramsey, Isle of Man. He served as a member of the House of Keys from 2001 to 2006 and again from 2011 to 2016. He was also involved in various governmental positions and initiatives, including as chairman of the Isle of Man Film Commission. Bandit is a term that refers to a person who engages in unlawful activities, typically associated with robbery or theft. It can also be used to describe someone who is daring or rebellious. The term bandit does not specifically mention anything about a Thai drag queen named Bandit in the article. Jolly Bastion. Brief Wikipedia summary. Indian stunt director Jolly Bastion passed away at the age of 57 due to a heart attack. He had worked on numerous films in the South Indian film industry, including Putnanja, Anaya, and Superranga. Bastian also had a short stint as a director and ran an event management and orchestra group called 24 Events. Patrick Buisson, a 74-year-old French journalist and political advisor, was found dead. Buisson had a long career as a journalist for publications such as Minute, Valeurs Actuelles, and Le Crapouillot. He was also a key advisor to former President Nicolas Sarkozy. No further details about his death were provided. Lukas Nmba is a 56-year-old Indonesian politician who held the position of Governor of Papua from 2013 to 2023. In September 2017, he became a suspect in a graft case and was subsequently named as a witness in a case related to the misappropriation of scholarship funds. In September 2022, an investigation was launched into his alleged misuse of government funds, specifically for gambling in casinos located in Singapore and Australia. As a result, he was arrested in January 2023.
And now on to today's news.
General news.
TSA stops a woman from bringing a loaded gun onto a Christmas Eve flight at Reagan National Airport. CBS News.
A woman was stopped at Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport for attempting to bring a loaded gun onto a plane. The gun was detected on an X-ray machine and confiscated by TSA officers. The woman may face a civil penalty of thousands of dollars. This incident marks the 39th firearm confiscated at the airport in 2023, surpassing the previous record of 30 firearms in 2021. The TSA has observed a rise in travelers attempting to bring loaded firearms to airport security checkpoints and expects to exceed last year's record of over 6,500 intercepted firearms.
Rapper the former Kanye West, apologizes in Hebrew for anti-Jewish remarks. Reuters.
Rapper formerly known as Kanye West, apologized in Hebrew to the Jewish community for his past anti-Semitic remarks, expressing regret and seeking forgiveness for any pain caused by his words.
Israel-Gaza war will continue for months, IDF chief warns BBC.com.
Israel's army chief, Herzi Halevi, has stated that the war with Hamas in Gaza will continue for many more months to ensure that their achievements are preserved. Israel says it hit over 100 sites on Tuesday and is reportedly extending ground operations to central Gaza. The UN reports that about 85% of Gaza's population has been displaced, and there are reports of hunger and starvation in some areas.
Business news.
Barry Silbert out as Grayscale chairman while Bitcoin ETF decision looms. Decrypt.
Barry Silbert, the CEO of Digital Currency Group, DCG, has resigned as the chairman of the board of Grayscale Investments, according to a filing with the SEC. Another board member of Grayscale, Mark Murphy, has also resigned. These resignations will be effective from January 1st. DCG's CFO, Mark Shifke, will take over as the new chairman, replacing Silbert. The reasons for this leadership change are currently unknown. However, it is a notable development for Grayscale, as the SEC is expected to approve the first-ever spot Bitcoin ETFs in the coming 2 weeks.
Samsung delays production at Taylor factory to 2025, reports say. KXAN.com.
Samsung has reportedly delayed the start of production at its new chip manufacturing plant in Taylor, Texas, until 2025. The company had previously announced that production would begin in the second half of 2024. The delay may be due to changes in supply and demand for chips in the industry.
Science news.
Physicists designed an experiment to turn light into matter. Gizmodo.
Physicists have used simulations to explore the practical applications of Einstein's equation, E equals mc squared, and have found that plasma collisions could produce matter. The team simulated the collisions of photons using lasers and found that the collisions would yield pairs of electrons and positrons. The experimental setup is feasible using current laser intensities. This research could provide a way to study the composition of the universe in a laboratory setting.
Japan's moon sniper is now in lunar orbit ahead of historic landing attempt. CNN.
Japan's Moon Sniper lander, developed by the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, JAXA, has successfully entered lunar orbit. This brings Japan closer to its goal of landing a robotic explorer on the moon's surface for the first time. The lander will attempt a precise landing and collect data on lunar rocks to better understand the moon's formation. If successful, Japan would become the 5th country to land a vehicle on the moon and the 3rd in the 21st century.
Stunning images. Discoveries from James Webb Space Telescope in 2023. Fox weather.
The James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, has captured stunning images of various celestial objects, including a ring nebula, Uranus's rings and moons, young stars, and a supernova remnant. These images provide valuable insights into the universe and its formation while inspiring scientists worldwide. The JWST is expected to continue operating for several decades, promising more exciting discoveries in the future.
People born on this day.
Tim Brown is an Australian former professional rugby league player. He played for the Penrith Panthers and Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs and suffered a career-ending bowel injury in 2018.
December 27th, 1927. Nityanand Swami, Indian lawyer and politician, first Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, died 2012.
Marianne Elliott. Here is a recap of their Wikipedia page. Marianne Elliott is a British theatre director and producer known for her work on the West End and Broadway. She has received multiple awards and has directed successful productions such as War Horse and The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. Elliott established her own theater production company in 2016 and has continued to have a successful career in the industry.
Health news.
Psilocybin shows promise for treating eating disorders, but more controlled research is needed. SciPost.
Psychedelic research, particularly in the treatment of mental illnesses like depression and PTSD, has gained momentum in recent years. Now the focus is shifting to eating disorders, EDs, with many people viewing psychedelic medicine as a promising avenue for treatment. However, while there are positive reports and personal stories, the scientific evidence for psilocybin-assisted therapy and ED treatment is still limited. Challenges include conducting randomized controlled trials, ensuring patient safety, and avoiding excessive enthusiasm and selective reporting of results.
Zombie disease in deer, not humans. Chronic wasting questions answered. USA Today.
Chronic wasting disease, also known as zombie deer disease, has been found in animal populations in 31 U.S. states and 3 Canadian provinces. While there have been no reported cases of infection in humans, scientists warn that governments should be prepared for the potential transmission of the disease to humans.
Entertainment news.
Hugh Jackman got in trouble with security after getting too close to Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. Fox News.
Hugh Jackman got in trouble for going beyond the barrier at the Rockefeller Christmas tree, but the security guard let him go with just a warning. This is the first Christmas Jackman spent alone following his separation from his wife of 27 years, Deborah Lee Furness.
You know, I've been around for quite a while and I've seen my fair share of strange headlines and historical events, but let me tell you, sometimes the news just leaves me scratching my globe. First up, we've got Kanye West. Now, I appreciate music as much as the next globe, but when it comes to Kanye, it's hard to keep up. Apparently, he made some anti-Jewish remarks, and now he's apologizing in Hebrew. I mean, who does that? Is he trying to set a new trend? Maybe next time he'll apologize in Morse code just to keep us all on our toes. And speaking of things that make you scratch your globe, how about this one? Psilocybin shows promise for treating eating disorders. Psilocybin, for those of you who are not in the know, is the psychedelic compound found in magic mushrooms. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I have to wonder, who was the genius that discovered this connection? Did they stumble upon it by accident while on a weekend camping trip? It just seems like an odd pairing to me. COVID-19, the gift that keeps on giving. Now we've got a study saying that survivors of the virus may only need 1 vaccine dose. Isn't that just great? Here we all are, lining up for our second shot, and some lucky folks might be able to skip it altogether. I can't help but feel a little bit jealous, but hey, I guess it's good news for those who've been through the ordeal already. And now let's talk about something truly awe-inspiring, the James Webb Telescope. This bad boy has been making some stunning images and discoveries. It's like a cosmic Instagram account, but with actual value. I mean, imagine being able to capture images of distant galaxies and unraveling the mysteries of our universe. It's mind-boggling. It's like the Hubble telescope on steroids. I can't help but wonder what other incredible secrets it's going to reveal. But of course, amidst all this wonder, there's always something to bring us back down to reality. The TSA, they really know how to keep us on our toes, don't they? Intercepting a woman with a loaded gun at the airport? Seriously? I mean, I get it. Globes forget things sometimes, but a loaded gun? Maybe she thought it was a sleep aid or a fancy pen. I don't know, folks. It's just mind-boggling. And lastly, we have Japan's lunar mission. Now, if we're being honest, I love all things space-related, but I can't help but feel like we've been here before. It seems like every other month there's a headline about some country or another making a historic landing on the moon. Don't get me wrong, it's great that we're exploring and pushing the boundaries of what we can achieve. But sometimes I can't help but think, hey, let's focus on some of the problems we have down here on Earth first, huh? Oh, and before I go, did you hear about Hugh Jackman? Apparently he had an incident near the Rockefeller Center tree. Now, I have no idea what that incident was, but I can't help but picture Wolverine battling an evil spruce tree or something. Just goes to show even the most famous among us can have unexpected adventures, even if it's just a minor mishap with a holiday decoration. Well, that's all the time I've got for today. Remember, life is full of surprises, strange headlines, and historical events that make you go, what the heck? So keep your globes open, folks, and let's see what other oddities the world has in store for us next.
Now, a couple of dad jokes for you.
This is my stepladder. I never knew my real ladder. As I get older, I think of all the people I lost along the way. Maybe a career as a tour guide wasn't such a good idea. Why did the half-blind man fall in the well? Because he couldn't see that well.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD Intellireport. Like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.